Hello, YouTube and Facebook friends. This is Carin Lynch in the Wildwood Lifestyle Center Teaching Kitchen, where today we're doing another simple, nutritious, and delicious recipe. We're doing corn and oat waffles. And you know what? I think you're going to like them. A waffle lot. All right, so here's our ingredients. First, we're going to start with some oats. I'm using some quick oats today, but if you have some old-fashioned rolled oats, you can use them just as easily. We also have some grits. Now, I like the grits because I think they give a little bit of texture to our batter, but if you have cornmeal, you can use that, or even polenta, you can use any of those. We have some water. And then for our seasonings, we're going to start with a little Himalayan pink salt. Now, I have some olive oil here. But if you don't want to use oil, you could actually use a 1/4 cup of nuts. So any nut would do. I personally like walnuts. We have some vanilla flavoring, but sometimes I actually use maple flavoring. Use what you like. We have a sweetener. I'm using some raw blue agave today, but if you would like to use honey or maple syrup, you can use any of those. And lastly, I'm using a bit of baking powder. Now, if you'd like to keep this waffle without baking powder, it's just going to be a little bit denser. So I like a little lighter waffle, so I use a little bit of the baking powder. All right, my favorite kind of recipe. Everything goes in the blender. So we've got our oats in here, our corn grits, and our water. And then, of course, let's put in some of our seasonings. We have our oil, our olive oil, some baking powder, our sweetener, our vanilla flavoring, and lastly, a little bit of Himalayan pink salt. And then we're just going to blend this up to a nice thick consistency. All right, and that's it. Our batter is now ready for the waffle iron. All right, now that our batter's done and our waffle iron has been heated up, we're just gonna pour our batter on, close that up, and wait for delicious, tender, crispy waffles. All right, so these waffles are going to take a little longer than a regular waffle because they're whole grain and they're a little denser, so you're going to have to wait a little longer, but just wait until they get nice and golden brown and crispy. All right, let's give it a try. The waffles are crispy on the outside, but tender and delicious on the inside. And these I've topped with our fruit sauce, which is just very, very delicious. Well, friends, our time is up here at the Wildwood Lifestyle Center Teaching Kitchen, but I want to remind you to go to our Facebook page, Wildwood Lifestyle Center, or better yet, our YouTube channel, DIY Health, and don't forget to subscribe.